Alright, what's up, guys? So this is my custom built pro grade arcade stick. It pretty much started as a pretty much a classic setup where you have the JLF and the OBSF. Initially I got a zero ply fighting board, just to get started, because when you buy a custom stick it's going to be pretty expensive, and it's a proof of concept as well, where you can start with the simplest board, and then over time, as you need it, you could get a different board. There's the ultimate fighting board. There's the now there's a Gen 5X where you could play on PlayStation almost exclusively if you played on that console. But for this upgrade, I went from the Zero Pi fighting board to the Ultimate Plus Retro board, which pretty much lets me play on Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, Sega Saturn, and all the modern consoles as well, like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I haven't tested it personally on an Xbox One, but it works on PC and it reads it as an Xbox One controller. So that's, if that doesn't say anything, I don't know what does. And then my most recent upgrade I got today is the JLX2 and the Alutimos by Seimitsu. The JLX2 is by Sanwa. And then so let's see. One of the major benefits of getting the JLX2, if you're not getting the silent, you're getting the JLX2 because you need the performance upgrade. This is supposed to have a smoother actuation, and it's supposed to be more accurate. I did do some testing in CVS2, and maybe it's placebo, call it whatever you want, but or I'm just excited for this, to play on new parts. But I'm able to do stuff, just I'm not gonna say more precisely, but you get what I'm saying. And then right here we got the Seimitsu Alutimos. Since I don't use these buttons, I guess it's fair to compare them, in the performance. One of the things I could tell right away is that they both have similar activation time. You could always look it up online, but Seimitsu buttons always have that very sensitive input. They haven't had to change too much of their the structure. And then with these, it's similar, if not the same, or faster. I won't be able to read down to the nanosecond, in a game that reads the inputs in milliseconds. So, take that as you will. Another major difference is the way the button feels when you sink it all the way down, when you bottom out. So with this one, the mechanical switches, you don't feel that spring vibration. But with Sanwa, you feel, sometimes depending how you hit it, you feel the way the spring vibrates the case. I guess, I don't know, there's like not a hollow sound, but this one does have a more uniform push in. One of the things you do want is that you're able to push it in at any angle, because either you're playing a shmup, you're probably playing a fighting game, or you're playing a game where you need to button mash. If you can't activate the plunger at any angle, that's already bad. And that's if you look at this. I haven't taken out the sticker yet. It still has the protective film. We'll peel that off at the end of the video. But if you look at the Sanwas, they have that rounded corner. They also have like a little more rounded top. Seimitsu does have a flat button version, and I've been told and have read online that those flat button ones, the PS14s, they're very good for shmups. Probably because they require deeper actuation or more deliberate inputs. But for these Alutimos, they're as sensitive as the Sun was, and that's important. You know, you need to be able to do that when you rub the nipple movement. You know. Uh-oh. We've already got trash under this. Oh no. We're gonna peel these off anyway. And well, you know, that's pretty much it. So like once again in the overview, this stick currently, I think everybody, if you're not gonna get a, you know, above Sanwa JLF and OBSFs, at least get the Brook Ultimate Retro Plus, because that just makes your arcade stick the everything stick. Through future upgrades, you'll be able to play, you know, potentially PlayStation 6. You know, we still don't know what Sony's planning, since they're getting into the arcade stick market themselves. But currently with this one, you're able to play on fighting games and certain games that don't require the DualSense input registration. But if you are gonna get, like, you know, the all-out stick, Ultimate Plus Retro, JLX2, and well, okay, so the thing about these mechanical switches is I'm biased towards linear switches. I use them in my keyboard. I use a Logitech G610, I think, and it uses MX Cherry Reds. I like that linear, non-clicky sound. You know, it just sinks in and does what it needs to do. But these use silver switches, which have a shorter activation. The throw is much shorter. It returns faster, and you're able to do another input. That's if a game lets you react almost, you know, as soon as you release. You know. Now let's do the peel. Look at that. It's off, guys. These buttons are no longer virgins. And you know, I don't know. Well, there's nothing special about the plunger. I figured, you know, there was a special reason they'd want to add protective film over it, but I guess this is it. Maybe you could upgrade them with you know, plungers that are softer sounding. I know the Sanwa has the a rubber plunger, or like a hard plastic one that's quieter. That's our second generation silent one. If it's compatible with the body, maybe you could swap it out if you don't like the clicky sound. Or you could buy the silencer pads, which are like little foam pads. Arcade Shock has all that stuff. And then let's do this one. Let's find out what that little crap is. Let's see. Oh, okay, it was like a little black dust or something. Look at that. The peel. Two more. And that's it. So as you can see, I got the Sega Dreamcast button layout. You got red, yellow, green, blue. One thing I wanted to do was do orange somewhere, but Alutimo does not have orange caps. And it'd be funny if they release them like within the month, and you know, it's like, damn, it's an excuse to upgrade these. But in the meantime, I got a white and gray. You can tell this isn't like, you know, faded black or anything. This is actually gray. And that's it. Pretty much gonna eventually upgrade the panel art as well. I like Alex. You know, the homie Shadaloo Frieza put this artwork together for me. And you know, if we're gonna be upgrading the thing, I guess we're also gonna be getting new art. to match the Sega Dreamcast theme here. Although, you know, most people would probably get, you know, all orange buttons or all green, you know, the Green Goblin. I decided to go for the button, the controller button layout, as, you know, that's more recognizable from the distance. And I'm not sure if I want to get a Astro City or like something that looks like a Sega Dreamcast panel. But what would that even look like? Just like gray with like, you know, I won't even have like the LCD panel. So I guess I am gonna go for a Astro City. And that's it. All right. Thanks for watching.